is my experimental square foot garden. It's I like it. I like it. It's not to the proper size that it's supposed to be, but I just used some scrap lumber that I had around here, and I got it up off the ground. I read the Square Foot Gardening book, checked it out at the library, and went through it. Didn't read it cover to cover, but I kept it for a while and read in it about the square foot garden. Thought I'd give some of the methods a try. It's well worth getting that book and looking at if you haven't seen it or heard of it. But then I also got another book at the same time that was called Stand Up and Garden, and it had some pretty neat stuff in it too, so I kind of combined them, and I put my square foot garden up off the ground so I don't have to bend over. And I'm going to harvest my radishes right now. Here, I pulled this one up already. Yeah, some beautiful radishes. And it's just, look at them down in there, and just loaded. They look really good. And there's some like perfect radishes. They're perfect round and they're hard all the way through. They're not puffy or woody. A little bunch of lettuce coming on there. I got some carrots coming up here. I like this whole idea. So got some beets. Beets didn't do too good. There was 9 of them in there. A whole bunch of them misfired here over in this area. One over there, but could have had bad seed. Who knows? And so anyway, I'm going to harvest my radishes. I'll show you what I get once I get them all pulled up. There they are right there. That is a nice bunch of radishes. And all those, I'll lay them out on the table. You can get a little better view of them here in a minute. But all of those, one whole batch of absolutely perfect radishes, came out of 1 square foot of garden that's up off the ground where I can get to it and reach it. Now this little square is ready to replant. And so I'll get some seeds going in it and we'll start over. It's just pretty slick. I tell you, I think I'm going to like this a whole lot. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to weed my garden. Okay? There's one. Okay, there you go. I'm all done weeding my garden. Wasn't that hard? Okay, I'll lay these out on the table so you can get a better look at them. Okay, there they are. If you're cramped for space, those all came out of 1 square foot of garden. Up off the ground, easy to maintain. Out of the whole bunch, there was only 1 rump in the whole bunch. And a lot of times I've raised radishes where that would have been a good looking radish, but compared to the rest of them, that one's one out of all of them. And there's 15 here. There was 16 planted, and I already harvested one. I ate one just to see how they are, and they're great. They're solid all the way through. They've got good taste. They're just the best. And so we got 16 out of 16, and only one that was kind of puny. So that's just pretty darn good. I will definitely be building more square foot garden beds in the future. To add one thing, this little bunch, all these radishes here, that ones I just harvested, they all came out of that 1 square foot. This section here was empty at the time, so I planted all these, and you plant 2 or 3 seeds in each hole to make sure you get one to come up. This grid was planted in 16s. There was 4, 4, 4, and 4. So there was 16 radishes planted in here, but each hole had, you know, a couple seeds in it. Well, when they come up, when they was just tiny little plants, I thinned them, and I couldn't make myself throw them down. Those little healthy plants sprouted and trying to come up, and I couldn't just resist the temptation to. This cell over here was empty, so I just made me some holes and plugged those little ones that I pulled up and thinned. I plugged them in there, and so that's just extras. That's the ones that cell was empty. So now I've got some radishes coming in there too. They're not quite as good as these was, but they've been yanked up and transplanted, and they laid there like dead radishes for a few days before they got their feet back under them, and they're doing good now, so they're making radishes too. But them's just bonus, them's extras, just because I didn't have anything planted in that cell. I got me a cabbage coming on here. The rest of these cells has got stuff planted in them that I planted just a few days ago that's not come up yet. So thanks for watching.